Here is a boy with 5 small barley loaves and 2 small fish. But how far will they go among so many? Hello there, and welcome to another story time. You are listening to The Boy Who Shared, written and narrated by Tijiri Agaba. In the Bible, there's a beautiful story, a story about a young boy who had only 5 loaves of bread and 2 fish. And yet, when he gave what he had, it fed thousands. This story is a little like that one. The story according to the book of John, chapter 6, verse 9, retold through a Nigerian lens. On Children's Day morning, the street was louder than usual. Music played from somewhere down the road. Colorful balloons danced in the air, and children ran about with excitement in their voices. There was going to be a small carnival, nothing too big, just music, food, and joy. Toby had been waiting for this day all week. Like every other day, he came out to play with his friends. They played football, they ran, they laughed, but today felt different. Today there was food. And today was the long-awaited Children's Day celebration. Before he left the house, his mother called him back. "Toby," she said, placing some money in his hands. "Buy something and eat later, okay?" He nodded and bowed happily to his mom. When he opened his hands, it was more money than he usually had. Enough to buy something filling. He smiled. As they played, Toby noticed something. His friends also had money, but not like his. One had 50 naira, another had 100 naira. One had coins folded tightly in his palm. They laughed about it, but no one said much. Later that afternoon, they all stood in front of a small roadside food shop. It was hot food that smells really, really good. And people were buying and eating. Toby stepped forward to check the price, then paused. His money could buy food, of course, but only for one person. He turned back and looked at his friends. They were all still holding their money, but they were all quiet now, watching, waiting, and hoping, but already knowing that what they had was not enough. Toby looked at his hand again, then at them, then back at the food. For a moment, he said nothing. Then he spoke. "Let's buy it," he said, "and we'll share." He knew that it wasn't really going to be enough for every one of them. Even if they put all their monies together, the food they will get will still not fill everyone. But still, they agreed. And so, they gathered all their monies together, but they were still able to buy just one plate of food. But little did they know that the food seller had been watching. She paused, then smiled and said, "Wait." She reached behind her and brought out more food and said to the children, "Add this." And then another woman came from the next stall, looked over and said, "Here, add some more as well." "I have something too." Another voice joined in. "Give them more, give them more." The man from the other stall said, and then another, and another, and another. The children, who who had been standing quietly were now laughing again and eating freely. Before long, what started as one meal became so many. Plates were passed around, food was shared, and Toby, he stood there, a little surprised, a little quiet, watching it all happen. Later that day, some of the children even carried leftovers home, something to share with their families, all because one boy chose not to eat alone. He did not have enough for everyone, but yet he gave what he had, and somehow it became more than enough.